65 degrees today, everyone. But the ice is still here in parts of Turkey Creek. If you see this rock over here, from it pours fresh spring water. And in parts of the year where, you know, the creek is dried and there's no water, you can always come over to this part of the creek and get you some fresh water. Usually I pump it through an Algene my water filter. But oh man, almost bit the dust. But yeah, so that water pours out and it goes this direction, downstream, of course. So we are gonna very carefully maneuver our way through here. My Oboz Bridger hiking boots are performing excellent on this terrain. Even the slippery rocks, it has a little bit better hug than my previous boots. I'm not sure why that is, but I like them. So yeah, this is all this water that you see here that Pistol's walking through is all spring water. All spring fed. But if you go up to there where there's snow on there, the reason there is snow is because the water has kind of stopped its flow because there's no water behind it and it has frozen over. Where over here it's all fresh water coming up from the caves below. I would say the temperature is somewhere in the low 50s, and it comes up, and if I reach down there and touch it, which I won't at the moment, look at this. Oh, he's getting the freshest water he'll ever have in his life, filled with beneficial minerals. Yeah, so so we came from up there. This trail system goes up and up, and then it forks to the left and the right. We went down to the right, and now we've come down here. We'll go back up to the top, and then we'll go up, and then it'll fork again. We'll take another right, and then we'll get close to the parking area, about 200 yards. We'll fork to the right once again. So I know the lay of this land really well. There's really nothing out here I don't know well. I remember, you know, in the summer times when the water was really flowing, that boulder field down there was a great place to just sit and soak and have the little rapids kind of trickle over your body. And hey, look at him. My gosh, I didn't think he was going to get that comfortable. As you can see, I'm carrying an old Gregory backpack from the 90s. All green to match my attire. You know, in the 90s, I would just wear any kind of like Patagonia, North Face, you know, Mountain Hardwear. And as I got older, I didn't want to be seen as much. You know, if I wanted to just sit somewhere and not be seen, I thought, well, I'll go to the olive drab. So that's what I'm wearing now as I get older and older. But yeah, it's nice. The only thing that sticks out is this dog. I mean, he's just pure white, brown patches, so I can't hide too well out here. But yeah, sometimes I like to just come out here and just listen. You know, for example, we can come over to, come on, Pistol. We could come over here and listen to this. Almost slipped. And hear the beautiful sound of the water. Oh, you had to get in the shot. You had to get in the shot, didn't you? Now, if we come up here, this is just free flowing out of here. It's coming straight out of the earth. Now, people may think, well, that's pure water, and it very well may be. However, there are bats in caves, and so you have to be aware that there are Cryptosporidium and Giardia in these waters, which can make you violently ill. I always recommend either shocking the water, boiling it, or running it through a filtration system to purify it. But I know guys that have come out here, and even I've come out here and drank straight from there, and nothing's ever happened. So, but you just want to play it safe. But my guess is that's very pure. I mean, there's no telling how far down under the earth that water flows. I mean, nobody knows really. You can't, we just cannot reach into those depths and know exactly what's underneath there. But all I know is it's wonderful to have a spring here. So, once again, guys, let me spin the camera around so you can see me. There I am. There's Pistol. And yeah, so I love coming out here. The last time I was out at this exact spot was in the 90s. That goes to show you just how long it's been. And I thought I had found the place around the corner, but I had just stumbled upon this today and realized that this is actually the spot. So I'm very excited, and I hadn't really talked about that since I've been filming, but I'm very excited to get out here and find this place that I haven't seen in 30 years. However, there's another place right underneath that ice that should still be there. It's just an indention in the earth, but it was a place where I could always catch crawdads and eat them if I was camping out here. So maybe I'll come back a little bit later in the spring and climb down here and see if I can find that old spot in the creek. It's like two giant slabs of rock, and between them is this like pool of water. And that's typically where I found those crawfish. However, it could have filled up with rock over the years, so we'll find out. We'll come back here in April or something. Okay, all right, well, again, this is Scott, the Savvy Traveler, and my little companion, Pistol. And we'll see you soon. We'll be uploading videos a lot this spring and summer. Pistol, say goodbye. What a good boy. Okay, guys, signing off. Bye-bye.